A Denver 7 Investigates exclusive. The FBI and two other major law enforcement agencies have worked to unravel a curious series of election-related emails sent to county clerks in Colorado and 13 other states.
And these probes began just a week before tomorrow's election. Chief investigative reporter Tony Kovaleski breaking this national story tonight. These emails lead back to a professor at Yale, Tony.
Exactly, Shannon. We've been working to break this story and confirm all the facts since late Friday evening. Here's what we now know. High-ranking state and federal law enforcement sources are now confirming a professor's research project raised red flags here in Colorado and in several other states, including California and Michigan.
It's inappropriate and it's a distraction.
She's Colorado's Deputy Secretary of State, talking about an email project sources say tracks back to a Yale University professor.
Well, I think it's irresponsible in this climate and this close to an election to send out what's essentially spam to all of our county clerks to try to conduct a lab experiment for academia. It's just not part of what we do.
Denver 7 Investigates has obtained some of the emails sent to at least 25 Colorado county clerks and clerks in 13 other states. Sources say it appears to be a social science project with emails from names like Mustafa, Jose, and Jacob. This one sent from the name Kareem Hussein, asking, "What do I need to bring to vote? I want to vote for Trump for president, but I did not register as a Republican. Do I have to do that before I vote?" Early on, there was a great deal of concern.
Early on, there was concern because we wanted to make sure that the emails didn't contain malicious content.
State and federal investigators ultimately determined the professor's research project was poorly timed, but not malicious and not a crime.
I understand why it's not a crime, but it's still, for somebody who's in academia, I think it's still irresponsible to use, government agencies as your lab source.
Now, Colorado's Secretary of State says concerns over the nature of the project initially created that great concern and required hundreds of hours of time at the federal, state, and local level before it was ultimately determined that this was not malicious. Yale University told us late this afternoon that the research project was not connected with a current class, instead the work of a professor and an independent scholarship project concerning voter access. Shannon?
Tony Kovaleski tonight. Thank you, Tony.